Jackie Robinson, Get to the Bag, spotlights the remarkable career of Robinson beyond baseball. His extraordinary life and legacy will be celebrated by the multiple voices of the generation who will shed new light on the Hall of Famer's journey from the baseball diamond to prominence in corporate America. And it's executive produced by Dodger All-Star Mookie Betts. That's tonight on FS1 after Game 2 of the NLDS between the Padres and Dodgers. But let's get back to the NFL. We are all fired up to watch this Cowboys-Eagles divisional rival matchup. Now, Dallas has won 4 straight. Their defense hasn't given up more than 20 points. But on the flip side, the Eagles, Shady's Eagles, 5-0. Second-ranked offense in the league. Jalen Hurts, do your dance, do your dance, do your dance. So the real question for me is, what's at stake for the two teams? First, I'm thinking about the Eagles, Shady, and I'm going to come to you momentarily. Okay. But when I think about the Philadelphia Eagles, if you don't win this game, when will you beat the Cowboys? Jalen Hurts 0-2 versus the Dallas Cowboys. Jalen Hurts has not looked good against the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys without Dak Prescott, most important position in football, the quarterback's not going to be there. Dallas Cowboys without Tyron Smith, future Hall of Fame left tackle. If you can't beat the Cowboys without Dak, without Tyron, then when in God's name can you beat them? It's Sunday night. It's in the link. Boys gonna be ready. Yes, push-ups are gonna be done in the locker room beforehand. Vaseline gonna be on the biceps, so they're gonna be looking swole. It's prime time. The fresh cuts will be had on South Street. I already know. If you can't beat them without Dak, when can you? So when I think about what's at stake for the Eagles, confidence, resume, competence, everything. What's the stake for you, Eagles?
Well, you know what's funny, though? You describe what you do before the show. He does all that before the show. Anyway, but like you said it, on South Street, it's going to be popping, and I will be there. I will be at the Link Sunday night. Woo! What's at stake right now is respect of NFC East. I don't care what happened between Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott in the past.
Okay.
It's a whole new Jalen Hurts.
It is.
And it's a whole new Eagles.
Yes, sir.
And we're 5-0 at the crib Sunday night. I told you Rocky Balboa was real. Mm-hmm. Rocky Balboa and Rocky 3, he fought Mr. T. Mr. T was all that disrespect with the big chains, like the Dallas Cowboys, all this great defense. Mr. T got knocked out by Rocky Balboa. That's going to happen Sunday night. When I look at this matchup, it's all about the respect. Everything that they do well up front on the D-line, we do well on offensive line. We block, right? We take pride in that. We run the ball. It's going to be a bully fest. We're going to bully them boys from the Cowboys.
Bullies on Broad Street?
And if I was a betting man, which I can't talk about betting, but if I did, I would bet on the Eagles.
You can talk about betting.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, well, I'm betting on the Eagles. All the chips out, baby. Let's go.
Joy, what's the stake for the Eagles? You talk about betting?
I agree. I think it is reputation. I think it's confidence. I think it's competence. I love the Eagles. I was early to the Eagles bandwagon. I will be late to the Cowboys bandwagon. And I do feel like there's more at stake for the Eagles in this game than there is for the Cowboys. There's really not a whole lot the Cowboys can do that's going to change my opinion about the Cowboys this year. Mm-hmm. Because I've seen them do this before. It would be a big win for them to go in there with Cooper Rush and beat the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles in their house, for sure. But it wouldn't really change too much about how I feel. It might put a lot more pressure on Dak Prescott when he comes back. But as far as what I think about the Cowboys, not going to change a whole lot, even if it would be a big win. But the Philadelphia Eagles have people questioning the legitimacy of their record. Now, I'm not, but people are. So getting a win over the Cowboys that everybody is talking about, even though they have a loss and Philadelphia doesn't, to me is a big statement win.
It is. It is.
And they tend to lose to the Cowboys. So this is something that I think is really important. You're at home. It's in your house.
Recently.
It's prime time. This is a game you should win and should make a statement in.
Dave, I'm going to come to you on the Cowboys for it real quick. But first, talk about the Eagles. You've seen that matchup 20-plus times. Cowboys-Eagles, you've been at every one for the last 10 years. What's at stake for the Eagles?
So that's the funny thing is, I think everything is at stake for the Eagles. I mean, like, y'all covered a lot of it. But then just like mathematically, like when you think about where the season's going, the playoffs, I'm going to steal this straight from Aaron Schatz of Football Outsiders. Don't ask me to make sense of the math, but I trust it. Football Outsiders is good at their job. If Philly wins this game, they got an 87% chance of winning the division and a 73% chance of being the 1 seed in the NFC playoffs. Like, you get a tie-breaking, a potential tie-breaking win over Dallas, and we've talked about the Eagles' schedule. It's Green Bay in a few weeks, and then the Cowboys again at Christmas, and then a whole bunch of games that they should be able to win.
Yep.
This is the closest thing to a roadblock between them and potentially the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Yep.
If they lose this game, let's say if Dallas manages to win, it's still like they still only jump up to what, a 45% chance to win the division. So like it's all there for the Eagles. Again, the reputation, legitimizing the record, all that stuff is true. But just talking about the end goal, which is having home field advantage in the playoffs, they can make a lot of hay on.
Dave, stay right there. I'm coming right back to you. Let's get that Eagles schedule again. Because what's the stake for the Cowboys? You all better knock off the Eagles before this avalanche continues to roll.
That's right. That's right.
Eagles 5-0 right now. They don't play a challenging opponent until week 11 when they play the Packers. The Eagles can go into that Packers game week 12 when they play the Packers. They can go into that Packers game 11-0.
Look at that.
And then who in the world do they play again after that?
That looks like an ACC team schedule.
Hey, we don't make the schedule. We don't make the schedule.
Not at all.
I didn't say you did. It still doesn't look very hard.
But that's my point is, if you're the Dallas Cowboys, you need to stop the Eagles before they get rolling. Because if they get to 10-0, 11-0, and confidence is through the roof, ain't no stopping them now.
That's a great point.
Let me come to you. What's the stake for the Cowboys?
Is that much at stake? I mean, like, theoretically, it's true of the Cowboys, what I just said as well. Like, you win this game, you improve your standing in the division tremendously, because this is the hardest division game you will play. A road game at Philly, to do it without Dak Prescott, first of all, it says something. I mean, it's nice that the Cowboys are 4-1, but to win this game without Dak, and that's what it looks like. He's, Mike McCarthy said this morning that Cooper Rush, they're expecting him to start. So to do it without Dak, you improve to 3-0 in the division, so you're halfway through your division schedule without a loss. You got to start talking, like, we're sort of whispering about, like, well, maybe the Cowboys, maybe they have a high ceiling. If they can win this game without Dak, they got a crazy high ceiling. So
lot of ifs.
no, it's true, and that's why I don't think that much is at stake, because, like, who's going to kill the Cowboys for losing this game? Really?
Nobody.
Exactly. So
I am.
They're playing with house money. Well, yeah, I mean, you're going to do that regardless.
The pressure's on the Eagles in this game.
Absolutely.
By the way, I just want to thank the football gods for making Philadelphia relevant this year. The Cowboys good.
Nice.
The Giants, San Francisco. It's like nice when those brands are playing well.
That's
it just
true.
makes
That is
our
true.
life easier.
That's
So
true.
this is
Makes
a
football
little
better.
thank you.
The football gods say,
Yeah,
ooh.
I'm put a little orange by the altar.
Now, 3 people already won big this NFL season playing Fox Bet Super 6 after splitting